Previously on A Broncos Journey.
Hey, you can run hard for a minute and a half. Come on, let's go!
I'm flattered, but there's more athletes out there that are better than me, so I just got to work harder.
He got an impact cut on his knee, so when the pole broke, it kind of flying back hit him in the knee. So he got a couple stitches in that.
It's a huge transition because in football, you're trying to get from point A to point B.
So there's a lot of things. I want to see, as a whole, I want to see us getting better.
We'll go back to the pool and we'll just keep hitting it to where you feel yourself rock back, and that's where you actually need to get to. We'll do some ring drills too, which will help you a lot, okay? But to be honest with you, we're doing good things. You PR'd again today, which is good, okay? And 10 foot's not very far away. Like it is holding your plant and moving your hands for a split second longer, and it's there. Okay, that's all it is. All right, nice job.
The Broncos are competing in the Prayer Wolf Invitational in the new facility, the Devaney Center, at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Coach Driver gives advice to first-year pole vault Aaron Chilton. But it will be the other freshman, Anna Meganhart, who will take the second place in the meet.
You got another jump.
I do?
You guys are tied with no misses, so you go fourth jump at this height.
Oh.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go now.
Hey, get your foot underneath you now and then move your hands.
Due to a lack of depth, some freshmen are brought in and become some of the team's top performers in their first year. Tajay Dublin, a freshman from Denver, Colorado, is one of those freshmen.
I say yeah, it's difficult, but at the same time, being a freshman, it's easier because even if I don't, I still have 3 years. And there's room for improvement, so I can't beat myself up a lot. I could, but there's really no point when I have time.
Tajay is running well. She needs to work on sprinting in between. She's brought some habits from high school where she wants to bound, and so she's losing speed.
Dublin has posted some of the team's top times amongst freshman sprinters, but the event that she proves most valuable for the Broncos is in the hurdles.
Hurdles is kind of my median thing, because I started off with sprints, but then didn't run that fast, so then I went a little further, mid-distance, but then hurdles was kind of in between. You didn't have to be super fast, but you couldn't be slow either, so I feel like I fit right in that little box, the hurdle box.
The Broncos finished the meet with many personal bests and impressive marks at UNL. But now at the halfway mark of the indoor season, the Broncos have a long way to go before being where they want to be.
A lot of good things. We're starting to get some more stuff kind of across the board, and right now, our women a little stronger than the men, a little deeper. The men, our throws group is really deep on the men's side, but some other areas we really need to kind of keep seeing improvement there, and we're going to try some different things this week. And the women are really starting to come around and be a fairly well-rounded team.
The week following the UNL meet, the Broncos were awarded with 2 GPAC Field Athletes of the Week. Senior Tyler Rathke was awarded the Conference Field Athlete of the Week by winning the weight throw with a throw of 18.24 meters. Junior Jennifer Mogg was awarded the Conference Field Athlete of the Week by winning the shot put with a throw of 14.76 meters.
Hastings College throwers are beasts. Honestly, we have a lot of good throwers. We have great coaching, and just even if you've never thrown before, Coach Osgood can sometimes make you into a really good thrower, and that's proven in some of the results that we have here in the past and right now. So.
For the first time ever, the first edition of the National Team Computer Rankings is calculating the top teams in the NAIA 2014 indoor track and field season. The ranking system works using a formula on how many student athletes teams have on the 2014 National Descending Order list for individuals and relay events and how highly they are ranked. And the first ever national rankings for Hastings College lists the men's team at number 12, while the women cracked the top 10 at number 6.
It's the first time they've done it for the NAIA this year, and we came out, to start at this point in the season. Our women are 6th and our men are 12th. So I think that's a good start. It's nice to be in the rankings. It's nice to have that out there for the program. But obviously we got to remember that other teams are going to continue to improve and get more people in the rankings. So we need to make sure that we're continuing to improve as well.
Coach Fish works new techniques for his sprinters in preparation for the upcoming meet at Concordia University.
That's better. See, there you go, right at the end. Do you feel the difference there, Matt? Do you feel the difference, right? You corrected yourself and you were able to, because a little bit, because the same thing, when that foot strikes, it needs to be under your hip, moving you forward and get an extension there. Tajay, that was good except your arms. Your legs were good. You were just working harder than you need to.
Coach Fish is a former 100 and 200 meter sprinter at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Fish always wanted to be a part of the sport, but the passion that drives him is the kids.
When I was running, I knew I wanted to always be involved in the sport. And when I got done competing, my wife went to medical school over at Iowa. And while she was over there, I got to know the coaches over at Iowa, started helping out over there, and it just kind of grew from there. I really enjoyed still being a part of it, being around the kids, being able to teach a little bit, and so that's where I kind of got into it. We've got to use our arms. Relax.
I'm sorry, I get tight.
Relax, like this, just relax, and then it works. No, don't, you're chicken winging it. It's the shoulder, it's the shoulder, it's the shoulder, it's the shoulder.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry, just fix it.
I can't make it.
At the Concordia Classic, the throwing team continued to show its dominance in the men's weight throw. Tyler Rathke took first place in the weight throw, while Justin Roberts finished third, also finishing second in the shot put. Jen Mogg also won the shot put with another first place finish. Courtney Mills would go home with another first place finish in the triple jump, while the women's side of the team showed just why they are ranked 6th nationally. Lauren Showmaker finished second place in both the 5,000 meter run and the 3,000 meter run, with both an A standard national qualifying time. Michelle Toucan went 3.63 meters in the pole vault and finished in second place, while Anna Meganhart finished in 4th place for the meet. Portia Parnell won the 200-meter dash with a time of 25.77 seconds, just 0.5 of a second off of an A standard national qualifying time. For Portia, she will have to wait until next week to qualify individually for nationals.
The women, hey, last week we got Lauren in 2 events. We got the women's 4x4 in. Michelle moved up to #1 in the nation in pole vault. Courtney's still tied for #1 in triple. Jen's #1 in shot put. So, we're in a good spot right now.
With only one race left to compete in the meet, the Broncos will run their first relays of the indoor season. Michelle Toucan will begin the race for the Broncos. She hands off to Audrey Gaspers, tied with Doan for first place in the second leg. In second place, Gaspers hands off to Courtney Mills, who will try to give the Broncos the edge in the race. With the first place lead, Portia Parnell will finish the race for the girls, finishing ahead of Doan College for the relay win. The women's 4x4 finishes in 4th place with a time of 4 minutes 1.49 seconds, with an opportunity to compete at nationals with an A standard national qualifying time.
We know we can qualify again, and that we're just going to work on what we need to and push ourselves and get a better spot for when we run at nationals.
I think at the point, because we haven't run a 4x4 and we qualified like that, I think we're just happy and blessed that we were able to do it.
It was a good start, but we have a lot to work on, obviously.
For her performance at the Concordia Classic, Lauren Showmaker was awarded the GPAC Field Athlete of the Week for her second place performance in the 5,000 and the 3,000 meter runs.
You just see your teammates being recognized with that, and it's especially cool to have it be the first time being recognized with that, because especially when you're younger, it's like, oh wow, my teammates being honored, that's really cool. And you don't necessarily think of yourself at the same level as those athletes. And even now, it's still kind of cool to think of myself as being a higher caliber athlete than I have been in the past.
Lauren's time of 18 minutes, 4.31 seconds in the 5,000 is more than 2 minutes faster than she has ever previously ran that race. It is also the third fastest time in the GPEC. Lauren was also the highest finishing competitor in the NAIA in the 3,000 meter run over the weekend.
For the most part, it's really cool because it feels like I'm stepping up to be at the same level as some of my teammates, and just to be recognized is cool. I mean, for the most part, I just really want to contribute to the team and be on the same level as some of my teammates, so it's just nice to know that as a parent as it is to myself with how hard I'm working, and to Coach Mahoney, that the conference itself can see how dedicated I am and how I've improved.
The Broncos now only have 3 weeks to prepare for the Great Plains Athletic Conference indoor track meet, and in 2 weeks they will return to Concordia University for their indoor track and field regular season finale.
Track's not a sport where, you know, hey, I've got to get my strategy down, get the X's and O's down. Those are things we train in practice. You go to the meet, it's just, hey, who can perform the best? So I don't think there's any, you know, yeah, we're going back to the same place, you know, with an off meet in between, but I don't think there's anything that changes with that. We're trying to focus on getting better each and every week.